Hi over there and welcome back to this YouTube channel. So I'm gonna excuse myself first for the lighting. There's at the moment a storm, rain, UK basics. But the lighting is crap. I hope it's alright. I don't think it's crap, but it's not at its best. Anyhow, today's look is actually going to be a smoky eye with green for Christmas Day. I do also have gold elements in it, but the focus is on green smoky eye. So without further ado, enjoy this clip. It's definitely going to be voiceover, and this is going to be with us all the way within the Christmas series, if it's not gonna break on me, but so far it looks so good. It's from Primark if you're interested, and it is the best thing ever, like literally. It's really well made from out of them all, and it's not like, it doesn't make any sound, which I was like looking forward to it. But if you want with belts and stuff, they definitely have a lot of those. If I already posted the Christmas bits that Primark has, I will put a card over there. So yeah, without further ado and me blabbling more, enjoy the voiceover of this makeup tutorial.
So basically I'm gonna prime my face with the Ordinary High-Adherence Silicone Primer, and I'm putting it on a brush just because it's very silicone-y. I don't like to apply it with my hands usually, but I mean, it's not impossible. I usually don't like applying things with my hands. That's just a personal preference. Now I'm going with the Superstay 24-hour foundation from Maybelline, combining it with the Ordinary Full Coverage foundation. I'll leave the names of the shades in the description down below. I'm combining the two just because the Maybelline is a bit too dry for my type of skin. The Ordinary is quite like liquidy, so I like the combination between the two of them. Also, the shades don't match me on themselves, on their own, so I like to combine them. Now I'm blending with a sponge. I usually prefer a sponge rather than a brush just because it takes longer to blend in. And now I'm concealing my under eye part with the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in shade C2. This is my favorite, so that's why I even know the goddamn shade, like I never forget. And now I'm powdering my face with the Lottie London Ready Set Go powder in True Translucent. I don't think I used anything rather than this. It's my favorite. So as you can see, I apply a lot in like a thicker layer, and then later on when I finish doing that, I will just brush it away. I feel this way it sets my concealer really nicely, and it doesn't look cakey or anything with this powder in particular, at least, but I really love it. Also putting some over my forehead just because I have some really tiny fine lines and I don't like the foundation to get into it. Using the spray for like setting my face before I'm doing my eyes, just so you won't leak any eyeshadow, mascara, whatever. So now I'm bronzing my face with Hoola in like, I don't even remember the name of the shade, but I used the teeniest tiny amount because it's very pigmented. To be quite honest, I think I went with a bit too much, but I still keep going, blending to make sure it's nice and smooth. And I'm also bronzing my jawline. I think it does something to my face, but not to a point where on a day-to-day basis I do it. So I'm going with this Kiko Sunflower something, I don't remember, blush. I think it's brown sugared shade of it. And I slightly go where I did contour a teeny tiny bit above. I just feel to kind of like give a contour sort of vibe to my blush. Now I'm using this Kiko, yet again, highlighter only on the high points of my cheeks. This is something I learned from Jaclyn Hill, and to be quite honest with you, since I've seen her doing that, I'm kind of obsessed. Obviously my temples, this is more of a subtle kind of highlight, so it's not gonna be crazy like this one from Sephora. I don't remember the shade, but basically this is an eyeshadow. I use it all the time as a highlighter. It has a lot of glitter, and that's why I'm setting the product on the brush with some setting spray, because otherwise it will fly everywhere. It does still fly a bit, but I don't mind. It's something very Christmassy, very glam. I don't mind some glitter on my face, putting it on my nose, on my cupid's bow, like anywhere except the places I already put the Kiko one. Now I'm using again the Hoola bronzer to highlight, contour my nose, because I forgot to do that. And I'm just literally following the lines to make sure my nose looks really small. I'm not quite sure if I'm explaining it right, but look at Tati Westboro or whoever does like a nose contour that looks snatched. That's what I did, and it's all right. I wouldn't say it's perfect. This time it was not perfect, but I was happy with it. So I'm blending now, and I'm blending all the way up because otherwise it won't look natural. Now I'm powdering it just to make sure it looks even more natural, and I obviously put again the highlight because otherwise it will not be there anymore, because I took all of it with the powder. And now I'm using this brow product from Chella. It has a brush but it doesn't have a spoolie, so I'm using my own spoolie. And I'm slightly gently using a teeny tiny bit of this product, because sometimes like a little goes a long way. Sometimes I go too crazy in the product in itself and it just looks horrendous. This time was a good brow day. So now I'm setting the product, pomade, whatever you want to call it, with this Deciem brow gel thing. I think it's in shade 02, but don't quote on me. I'll leave the full name of it, but I really like it, just saying. And this is me almost, you know, clashing my palette with the huge thing on my head. But before I'm doing my eyes, I always prime with Catrice Camouflage Concealer, which I was holding the wrong way. You couldn't see, but I'm here to tell you the name, and also the description will hold that information. Literally, I'm blending everything in. I don't set this, so I'm going straight in with the shade Dyed Root Beer. That's the shade I'm using at the moment, and I'm placing it in the crease exactly, like I'm trying to keep it really tight over there, and then I'm switching with another brush to blend everything in. That's gonna be the vibe you're seeing. Getting the brush, the black one, putting the product, adding more, you know, kind of like pack it over there and then blend to make sure it's not a harsh line anywhere near. At least that's what I'm looking for. Obviously, you do you. But now I'm going with my riders here. This is really black and I barely touched it, so as you can see, I'm taking a teeny tiny bit at a time. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm placing, you know, kind of like not trying to move the product too much in order to keep the pigment, but at the same time I'm blending a teeny tiny bit to blend it out so you won't look harsh. So you'll see a lot of like motion of like me placing the product, blend, placing the product, blend. And now I'm using a pencil brush just to give that kind of like cat eye shape, but at the same time I'm not gonna keep it that harsh. I'm gonna blend it out. I just want the shape, not necessarily to be that harsh of a shape, if that makes sense. I'm just putting the black blend, and so on and so forth. And now I did drag it a bit in the inner part to the black, very slightly, so you won't go too crazy. And also on the upper lash line, just a teeny tiny bit, so it will give more of a depth, but at the same time I'm taking teeny tiny steps at a time, so I won't go like crazy with the shades and not have time to blend them nicely. Now I'm taking the shade Illuminati and I'm placing it where the black is not placed. This is a very dark sparkly green. Sadly, my camera is not picking up as well as it should. It's more shiny, it's more shiny, that's the word. I have no idea why I'm trying to describe it even more than what it is. However, you can see it's green and I'm taking it to combine with the black. I kind of went a bit messy with the two shades to combine them together because that's what I want. I want a really dark, not black, a really dark green smoky eye. So I don't mind if the black is not as thin as possible. Now I'm going with Conspiracy, which again is a green shade. It's much more lighter, so I'm placing it in my inner corner. Again, my camera is not picking up. It's much more like bam, shine through in real life than on the camera. The lighting was not the best, so it is what it is. Now I'm getting the shade My Riders here, the black one, to place it underneath my eye, and then I'm kind of like connecting the outer edge on the upper line with the under, because why not? I just went crazy. This is the I Heart Revolution liner, so I'm lining my upper and lower waterline, which if you're not comfortable doing that, then don't, but I am comfortable with the upper waterline as well. It takes time, by the way, just saying, be careful, however. And I'm taking this brush from Real Techniques to even blend more. I love blending a lot, so that's how I felt, and I just went ahead. And I'm placing the Conspiracy shade all the way underneath, like roughly. And this is some glitter from Primark. It's a kind of a dupe from Stila, if you have one of those or whatever glitter. And I'm placing it in the inner corner because I wanted it to pop even more, to be as Christmassy and glittery as possible. This is from Collection Crystal Glam thing. Sorry, I don't remember how it's called, but I'm doing a line with it, and it's more on the yellow goldish. I don't know why I said yellow gold at the beginning, but it's more yellow gold vibes-ish. And this is me being panicked because I did a mistake, but I did rectify it by letting the product to dry and then placing Illuminati on top again. And now I'm using this Marcel mascara, which it's very nice. It's not spiky, but it gives really long lashes, and that's what I usually like myself. And now I'm showing you the lip product. This is Berea Matte Me Up Liquid Lip Paint in shade Hun, and I'm using first the liquid lipstick, and then I'm kind of like darkening it up with the liner. And this is the finished look. I really like how it turned out. It's really smoky and green, but dark, and at the same time it has that pop of shimmer, shine to it. I think it's a really nice, simple smoky eye. So if you want to see more than this, then subscribe to this YouTube channel and ring that bell button, just because I'm gonna bring you more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.